Hello, welcome, and thank you for taking a look. I have a short course here on some foundational math topics that will help you if you intend to study more advanced topics such as analysis, topology, or probability. I found that these topics that I'm covering here are often not covered in these types of courses, but you are certainly expected to know them. And I will move into a couple of motivational examples on the next slide. Well, let's take a look at just a couple of motivational examples. First, we have a function definition. We often see function definitions in textbooks, and we learn about domains and codomains, but sometimes not fully understand what those things actually mean. So at the end of this course, you'll certainly understand what this definition means. So we have a mapping of the that's described by the function. The function definition is in fact a mapping from the domain to the codomain, domain on the left, codomain on the right, and we'll get into that in this course. Another example from Walter Rudin's Principles of Mathematical Analysis prove the following. Prove that when x does not equal 0 and the product xy equals 1, prove that y is the inverse of x. We can see that it's the inverse from basic algebra, but proving it is something else. In order to do that, we'll have to understand some properties of groups. And in order to get to that, we will have to understand special elements and some basic set concepts. Another example is that of equivalence of sets. Here we'll see that the set of rational numbers is equivalent to the set of natural numbers. In order to understand concepts such as countability, infinity, and equivalence, we need basic set algebra and set concepts. And the algebra of sets is in fact a Boolean algebra. So Boolean algebra is a great place to start. And in this course, that is what we'll start with, along with basic set concepts. So let's take a look at what we're going to cover in this short course. There will be 4 sessions followed by a review session. The 4 sessions have the following content. In the first one, we'll cover sets, basic set ideas, and the set Cartesian product. In the second session, we'll talk about relations and functions, and this is where we'll cover function definitions. In the third session, we'll talk about operations and properties of operations. And in the fourth session, we'll talk about basic Boolean operations. And this will be followed up by a review session. This is a little standalone course, and at the end of it, you'll have a reasonable grasp of very basic Boolean algebra. I do intend to follow this up with a second part course where we'll get into special elements of sets such as identity and inverse elements and build our way up to the Klein 4 group. So hopefully you'll be enticed to take this course, and I do believe that this will help you a lot if you do intend to study more advanced mathematics topics.